Great.
Here we go. Well, good morning, everyone. We are live here inside the Herzog's RV. This is essentially your home for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah. We're on day 8 of a 6-week tour that we do every summer, and we're heading south to Orlando, and then we head up the East Coast and all the way to DC, and then back to Chicago. It's a lot. It's great.
Yeah, you've got a nice little map here behind us. Looks like you came down from Chattanooga, Columbus, heading down, as you said, to Florida. How do you decide where to go each year?
Well, go ahead.
We've been doing this for 14 summers in a row. And so we tend to pick a different quadrant is the way we usually break it up. And so we'll take like the Northwest or the Southeast, and because one of the beauties of this job and being on the RV in the RV every summer is that even if we go back to the same state, there's always something new that we haven't seen, and that's one of the things we just love about being on the road.
What's your favorite place you've been?
Well, we were just a couple days ago in Chattanooga, and we had been there once before and done Ruby Falls and Rock City, their two most sort of publicized things. But we actually explored the city in this art district there called the Bluffview Art District, and we loved it. And the people were so nice. Everyone around here in the South is so nice. But we really liked Chattanooga this time. It really moved way up on our list. So there's always a new surprise.
How fun. Now, something great about RVing is this is your home. You don't have to pay for a hotel. You can cook your own meals. You got some nice fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff right here. What are the economic benefits, I guess you could say?
Well, I think you save money. You're right. You don't have to pay for a hotel room or two every night. You don't have to pay for airline flights. When you're on a typical fly, hotel, rental car vacation, you have to pay for 3 meals a day in restaurants, and in this you don't. And you can eat healthy that way also, just go grocery shopping the way you would at home. And you also don't have to travel. If you're worried about gas prices, for instance, you don't have to go 500 miles to get the same experience. You can go 50 miles.
Sure.
It's all about just being out there, being camping, and sort of having this view of the open road. So you're in control. You're traveling on your terms, at your pace, and that's what a vacation should be.
But this thing probably guzzles down gas. I mean, this is huge.
You would think, but this Winnebago V is actually built on a Mercedes chassis. It gets about 16 to 18 miles per gallon, which is about what my minivan at home gets.
I was going to say, I just went down to the beach this week, and I think that was better gas mileage than my boyfriend's truck got coming home.
And that's part of a new trend in the industry. They're building lightweight vehicles with better fuel efficiency. And that's another way that people are. That's why the industry is rebounding. About 3 years ago, when the economy tanked, this industry took a big hit. Sales are up about 85% from what they were 3 years ago. People are realizing it's a good way to go.
And here we are, alive here at the Albany RV Resort this morning. But just next door, you can go down, pick out an RV, perhaps one just like this, or maybe something a little bit smaller, a little something bigger, whatever your family needs. We're going to be getting a tour live here on Good Day coming up in just a little bit. First, we're going to toss it back to the studio. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm hanging out here behind the camera, but we are live here in the Herzog's RV. We've got Amy and Brad, and you guys are going to give us a little tour of your home on wheels for the next 6 weeks.
Right. Well, this is a 25.5-foot long Winnebago Via. It's a diesel motorhome, and it gets really good gas mileage.
Yeah.
That's built on a Mercedes chassis. And we've driven ones that are 10, 15 feet longer when we had our 2 kids with us. And that's one of the great things about the RV industry is that there's everything from $8,000 folding camping trailers to $500,000 luxury vehicles, and everything in between, trailers and fifth wheels that go over the cab of a pickup, motorhomes that have a bed over the cab and that don't. This one is only 25.5 feet long, but it has just about everything that we need. There's a rear bedroom, but there's also, if we could show you, a bed over the cab here.
There you go. And look at that good-looking Fox car there in the front window.
Yes. So this becomes a bed as well, so that's useful.
And is that a double bed or a queen?
It's a queen.
That's a pretty big, and it just folds down right on top of the seats?
Yeah, you take these head covers off and it goes all the way down, and it's very comfortable.
So you don't have to sleep sitting up?
Right, unless you want to. And this is a dinette here, which we really enjoy. And this actually can be, it's too hard to do. It's not hard to do it, but we don't want to do it right now. This becomes a bed as well.
Oh, so wow.
Conceivably, and there's a bed behind you in the sort of normal bed in the rear, so you can conceivably sleep 6 people in here.
Now, how do those folks drive? You got the 2 front seats. What about seat belts?
Well, there's seat belts that actually come out that we've hidden here, but they come out of these dinette seats. So you can see 2 here and 2 here. When we had a bigger model, there was a couch as well, and when our kids were younger, they would be seatbelted. Even their car seats would be seatbelted into the couch.
Okay, safety always first.
Yeah, we think it's a moving vehicle. We always believe that you should try. You can if you have to go to the bathroom. That's a great thing about our RV. Want to go make a grilled cheese sandwich? That's another great thing. But generally, we try to stay seatbelted.
All right, so how do you make a grilled cheese in here? We got the kitchen.
Well, yeah, and one of the things that's great about this model is they really use every inch of space, but they kept a really sleek look about it, so everything's kind of hidden, which is kind of cool. I mean, you see these little panels here. One of these you lift up, and of course you have
how neat.
sink for doing dishes, washing hands,
Making coffee.
coffee, which we've already done, and then over here is a cooktop grill, so you can do your cooking right here.
Oh, nice.
Finish up, just close it on up, and you've still got all this counter space here. And then what they've done is they've combined a microwave and convection oven, so you can use a microwave, or if you want to actually bake something, you can use this oven as well. And then when you come down a little farther, you also have a pretty nice sized fridge. It's probably a little smaller than your refrigerator at home, but at the same time, I mean, you can really pack a lot of food in here. And one thing that I really like about it is when we were traveling with our kids, especially, going out to dinner with the kids or any meal, sometimes that's not very fun. Anyone who has like a 2 or 4-year-old knows that is not so pleasant. So to be able to have all their favorite snacks and healthy snacks.
Yeah.
Like there's only so many chicken fingers you can eat, right?
Especially in 6 weeks.
Kids, right. So to have healthy snacks, be able to cook most of our meals in the RV when we're traveling, either with the two of us or with the whole family, to me that is huge.
Absolutely. Now, real quick, because we're running out of time, I do want to show off the rest of the RV pretty quickly. We got another nice sized bed and a full bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, the comforts of home, and I'm not really a campy kind of guy. I mean, this is perfect for me because I like to be comfortable, and it's nice to have your house with you everywhere you go.
Now, do you have hot water in here?
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's it's amazing how these things are designed, and if you want hot water, you just flip a switch and the water heats up, and there you have it.
And by the way, we have 2 TVs in here, so we can watch the morning news shows.
There you go. So you can watch all the good day you want until you drive out of our coverage area. All right, well, guys, we've got more here at the Albany RV Resort. We'll be talking more with them coming up live here on Good Day in just a little bit. First, Kelly, back over to you. Thanks, Kelly. We are live this morning at Albany RV Resort talking with the Herzogs. You guys are on a 6-week-long road trip. Pit stopping here in Albany this morning, but it all kind of started with a few of these books.
Yeah, I'm an author. I've written about 30-plus books, including 3 American travel memoirs about small-town America, the little nooks and crannies of the country, which is why I travel in a house on wheels. That's the best way to get there.
Yeah.
And the first one I wrote, about 17, 18 years ago. We were living in Chicago at the time, and I turned to Amy and I said, how would you like to quit your job? We had just been married. How would you like to quit your job, and we'll put a down payment on a big old RV, even though we had never set foot in one.
Gosh.
And we'll travel around the country for a year, and I'll try to write a book about it. And she said, sure. So we did. We went out for a year in a 34-foot Winnebago adventurer, and I wrote my first travel memoir about that experience, but along the way we fell in love with the RV aspect of it, to our surprise, and so now we do it every summer.
And now you can keep up with y'all's adventures on GoRVing.com. You have a nice little blog there, but you also write more books.
Right. I have my latest book is called Turn Left at the Trojan Horse. It's my sort of cross-country version of the Greek epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Towns with names like Apollo, Pennsylvania, and Troy, Oregon, and Iliad, Montana. Searching for what constitutes a heroic life as I head toward my college reunion, actually. And I love writing about these small towns, and that's what we love about the getting out on the road, is that it's fun to visit the cities, but I like being sort of out there.
Sure.
And just seeing what comes up. And I plan meticulously so we leave room for spontaneity along the way.
I love it. And that's probably why you take the RV. You probably can't get to places like Rome and Ithaca too easily by an airplane.
Yeah, I mean, and in fact, in Rome, Oregon, which is the first chapter in my second book, there's 29 people who live there, but there's a little RV park there. And there's like 16,000 campgrounds around the country. And so anywhere you go, you can feel like you're at home.
I love that. Now, what's y'all's favorite place that you've been in all these 13 years of RVing?
I think it'd have to be Albany, Georgia.
There you go. we like that. We'll leave it there. What's next? What's next for you guys?
We're going to head down to Orlando, actually. My latest picture book is a book about golf called Francis and Eddie, and I'm doing an interview on the Golf Channel, among other things. But and then we're going to head over to the coast, Jacksonville, and go up from there. So We're still sort of at the beginning of this adventure this summer, and every summer's a new adventure.
13 years, you guys do have 2 boys. You shipped them off to camp this year, but what's that like? The RV you took on those past couple of years with them, a little bit bigger, but do they just go at each other's throats?
The opposite, actually. I mean, I can't imagine traveling any other way with 2 little kids. And I mean, they traveled in the RV through every stage of childhood, toddler, potty training, preschool age, and everything in between. And, it was always the perfect mode of travel because we could adapt to what their needs were. If they had nap time, well, guess what? Our bed's right there. And so, I mean, to me, it's the perfect way to have quality family time. And also, being on the road with them, it was kind of like education disguised as entertainment. And we feel like they're definitely more enlightened people because of the time they spent traveling the country.
And education was probably a bit more fun for them, too.
Yeah, I would hope so. I think so.
That's the goal,
Yeah.
They can see things, hands-on experiences. That's how you teach your kids, I think.
Absolutely. Well, again, Turn Left at the Trojan Horse is his latest book. You can check out his blog at GoRVing.com. But guys, welcome to Southwest Georgia. Drive safe. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Back to you all in the studio.